Hello, beautiful community. There are a couple of points that are under-remarked as everybody struggles to fathom the Epstein saga. Now, they're not the most important points about it, but they are two under-remarked points, and I want to remark on them in a bit more detail. Now, for health reasons today, because I'm still recovering from my stupid trip 5 days ago to get a disability certificate by wheelchair, I'm going to keep this brief, and I'm actually going to refer to notes that I penned for us. If you want this in note form, you can always find it on my Substack. And yes, I know that we love to chat, and we do chat 95% of the time, but here I penned a couple of lines for us. Are you ready, beautiful community? It's going to be 2 points. One about the incestuousness of elites, and the second about how much men pursue sex. The incestuousness of elites. Famous people and powerful people, and famous people who are powerful people, tend to know each other. We imagine elites ensconced in private estates or dispersed across big cities being big and anonymous. This is misleading. In reality, elite life in big cities and elsewhere works like a village. To visualize this, imagine 7 recurring dinner parties, let's say here in London. And the same faces circulate, and everyone knows everyone. And that's how it works in big cities and in big countries. Now, in smaller countries, like Czechia or New Zealand, there are just 2 or 3 dinner parties. And sort of jokes proliferate about how embarrassingly and absolutely everyone knows everyone. And small countries also have another feature, even when they're not corrupt. And that's that you can get a message to the person at the top relatively easily. And medium-sized countries like Germany or the UK make that harder. So think for yourself. Have you ever met an A-list celebrity? Imagine that you have. Imagine you've met 2 of them in disparate circumstances. The chances are they know each other, even if the circumstances in which you met them are completely apart. So once you see elite life as village life, the social mechanics of Epstein's world become easier to grasp. Well, let's run this experiment on me. I'm just thinking of, keep names out of this, I'm just thinking of my favorite person from the music world and my favorite person from the movies world who I've met. Do they know each other? Have they ever met? Yep, they have. The very tiny amount of A-list celebrities I've met or interacted with. Let me think of one. Let me think of another. Do they know each other? Even though I would have encountered them in completely different circumstances? Absolutely they do. So you see, this is what we underestimate. How much it's village life at the top. Now men pursuing sex. I won't speak in general terms about the force of sexual drive, housed in deep psychology, but none the weaker for it. I'll restrict myself to 2 observations, one about novelty and one about psychological integration. First, novelty. Tendentiously, men are novelty-seeking in sex. For many men, the 3rd encounter with the same woman, by the time of the 3rd encounter with the same woman, an element of boredom can set in. Whereas by contrast, that's much less likely with a woman who is either going to like the guy in the heterosexual dynamic on meeting 1, and if she likes him on meeting 1, she's going to like him on meeting 3, and she's not going to be bored by their sex on meeting 3. If anything, it's going to be more exciting. But for some men, for many men, there'll be a novelty factor already wearing off by encounter 3. Second point, integration. Sex in a committed couple relationship requires you to relate to the other person as a whole and to experience yourself as a whole at the same time. And this is demanding. It requires the man, in this case, to hold love and aggression toward his partner simultaneously, to tolerate ambivalence, to accept dependence and limitation. So integrating sexual desire with attachment is a psychological achievement, especially for men. And so casual connections are stripped of this psychological demand. And if the demand is absent, desire can then move toward relating to people you have sex with as part objects. Desire can move to novelty. Desire can move to asymmetry. Desire can move to power. Desire can move to youth. And desire can move irresponsibly to youth. And that drift can end badly. I hope to be much more properly connected with you over the next few days. Thank you for being with me for this. Lots of love. Talk soon.